In this video, I want to talk to you about that incident that took place in India. There was this Japanese girl, 22-year-old, who I think was in India for Holi, and she ended up with a couple of boys who put egg and color and this and that. Okay, I'll give you my thoughts, and I'll give both the sides. You give me your views. See, first and foremost, I would hold the girl responsible, first and foremost, and I'll tell you why. You're coming to a foreign country. Okay, you're only 22. You should understand that when you're coming to a local country, you're no longer in control of your environment. When you are in your own country, you know everyone. But when you go to a foreign country, you know no one. So she should have been briefed by her sponsors or by her tour guide or someone, which I hold them also responsible. See, listen, this is a public festival. This can happen, that can happen. They should have given all the precautionary measures. In fact, in Thailand, you have, like Holi, you have a festival called Songkran. It's a water festival. People from all over the world come here, especially the Europeans, the whites. They come here, and obviously everyone's free, but the reason why many of them come, because in places like Pattaya, where there are bar girls, prostitutes, they wear see-through outfits, some of them, and it becomes more like alcohol and sex and this and that. You get my idea. Where alcohol and people customize a religious festival and give it an ugly meaning. Same thing happens in Christmas or New Year or Eid or whatever, whichever festival, when alcohol is involved and people with twisted agendas, it becomes bad. So the first one is, I hold the girl responsible for not taking precautionary measures. It's like here in Thailand, there was this, I think, 18-year-old girl who went for a rave. You know, the rave party where they drink and they go crazy. And so she went to a full moon party, which is in the beach, full night, where everyone drinks, there are drugs, there are all this shit going on. So she went there, she got pissed drunk, where she fell down unconscious, and when she woke up, she realized that she had been raped by maybe 3 men later on when she checked the camera. And then she was like, oh, they raped me, this and... Where is your responsibility? You're going to a foreign country as a girl, wearing skimpy, she was wearing very tiny outfits, just covering her vagina and her nipples, and dancing and getting drunk. Everyone's getting drunk, and of course, that is the type of crowd you'll attract. You're not going to church to pray. You're not dressed up like that. You're getting drunk, and you are so wasted, you don't even know that you got raped until you woke up and realized, oh, something is paining. So it is your responsibility also. It's like me driving a vehicle, top speed, and I slip down, and then I sue the vehicle company. Oh, you made it too fast. That's number one. Number two is her tour guide and all that. The people who should have guided her. Number three is, this guy who did the crime, he also should be punished. Why? Because just because a girl is naked doesn't mean you harm the person. Now, for example, there have been so many girls I've dated over the years, and some are exceptionally hot, some, not all. And these hot girls, like this one particular female, won't take her name, she is an ex-beauty contestant. She found me, because she had tattoos, she found me attractive, went for one of the parties as going out. And later on, she came to my place, and she was pissed drunk. And we just came to my place, and she just, she was wearing this leather thing. She just zipped it open, and lo and behold, I can see her panties and her bra. Amazing body. And she said, how do you think my tattoos? And she was, the next thing I know, she falls on my bed, legs open, just like this. Now, I'm very aware that she is feeling horny because she drank this, whatever, alcohol. And if I do have sex, there are two possibilities. One is she wouldn't mind it. Two is maybe she'll say, how dare you did it. And given the fact that we were friendly, most probably I could get away with it. And she was not a baby or virgin or whatever. But I don't know why. I'm telling you honestly, I don't know why. I chose not to. In hindsight, I sometimes think maybe I should have. It would have been an experience. But at that time, I chose not to because she was not in her senses. When she woke up, she had a throbbing headache and she was kind of lost. And then I knew that she had a question, did we have sex? But at that time, I made sure that she was escorted. She slept for 5-6 hours. I called a cab. That time there was no Uber. Put her in a cab and sent her home. Next, after a few days, we met at a coffee shop and we were talking. And I brought up the topic that we didn't have sex. And she was like, she was just blushing. She said, it's okay. Saying, I never doubted you. And obviously she didn't say, oh, you should have. She just moved on from that point. Now, some might say, oh, you're a gentleman. Some might say, stop faking the story. Some might actually say, man, you missed an opportunity. Whatever is your opinion is your opinion. I gave you what actually happened. It's these things you don't plan. So like I told you, just because you have an opportunity doesn't mean you take advantage of it. Okay? You also have a personal responsibility. Now about this guy who did it, I can assure you this, number one, doesn't represent the whole of India. He represents a group, whether majority or minority also, I do not know. Because how do you measure someone's thinking or horniness, or if that is a word, or your intensity of sex, or how you view other women? He represents a group. And what he did was a shame. You should not touch another woman without her consent. And I personally absolutely hate, when in a festival where there are colors, you bring egg and dirty water and smelly stuff. That is, like even on a birthday, when you cut the cake, smashing the cake, it's food, man. Why are you smashing the cake? What the fuck is wrong with you? I find that I lose my cool when I see that. I don't like it, and I made it very clear over the period of time. Listen, if you're going to cut the cake, there should be no smashing business, or the celebration is over. I'm making it very clear. So they know, oh, okay. And if they do try something funny, that is if it is mine. Someone else's you can't control. I tell them, out, finish. And then they realize, oh, this guy is serious. Has it happened? Thankfully, no. So I draw the ground rules. So now with this guy, he should know the lines he should and should not cross. And now that he has already done it, I think he should be brought to task, named and shamed. So he will realize he should not do it again. Now as for this girl, I know she's a good person, because she obviously, when she put up the post, she said, I apologize for sharing this, but this is what happened. So she's a good person, but I do believe she should take personal responsibility and not act so gullible and dumb. Like if tomorrow with my daughter, I will train my daughter in such a way that she would even have the ability to defend herself if something did happen. You have to take charge of your life, man. You can't, this and that, cry. If I go to a place, a new country, and I start wearing gold chain and gold bracelet and flaunt I'm rich, go to a dark alley and someone robs me, I can't cry and say, no, you're stupid. So this is my opinion. You can tell me if you agree or disagree with me. Overall, all I'll say is, in India, we have a lot of shameless men and women, both, who really don't know how to behave, who have never seen foreign tourists. That is why when you see some videos, if a white-skinned lady, blonde with blue eyes, and everyone's standing to take photos with her, because this is an anomaly. You don't get to see it, and for them it's like, wow, superstar. Like when I I've gone to India so many times. People say, oh, you can't see me, you can't see me. Oh, Umaga, oh, wrestler. Those days I was big, so yeah. If I were to go to, obviously, any part of the world, they would be like this. Can I take photo? Can I take photo? So same way, seeing a white person or a foreigner, for many Indians is like a big wow. So some of them don't know how to behave. It's unfortunate. Anyway, this is what is my opinion. This is what I wanted to share. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You agree, disagree? And feel free to, give me what do you think. All right? Having said that, feel free to comment down below. It's me signing off.